Trey is in what they call a zone. You don't mess with him, you don't talk to him, you don't try to change anything. You just want him to continue to play at that astronomical level.
And Trey Freeman has been just that, out of this world. Over the last 8 games, the redshirt senior has averaged 29.5 points a game, has scored career highs of 37 and 38, and right now, his streak of games with at least 24 points is the longest in all of college basketball.
My main focus is just winning, and I'm just trying to give it everything I have.
And with too many clutch buckets to count, he's also the first player ever voted Conference USA's Player of the Week 3 straight times.
What Trey is doing is, as I said, it's pretty remarkable.
Head coach Jeff Jones says Freeman's starting to remind him of a certain former teammate, now his assistant, and still the all-time leading scorer of the University of Virginia.
Bryant Stiff certainly came to mind in terms of taking and making big shots. A former teammate of mine, Jeff Lamp, was the same kind of player. The difference is for both Bryant and Jeff, they had help. Jeff had a guy by the name of Ralph Sampson that was pretty daggone good.
For Trey's basket to come at such a timely, and they are all needed, the burden that has been placed on his shoulders have been unprecedented.
Certainly praise that Freeman doesn't take lightly.
It means a lot to me to be even compared in the same sentence as Coach Stiff. I look up to Coach Stiff a lot. When I first got here, on my visits, we would talk trash to each other. Oh, he's a monster. Oh, he can still play today.
Let me tell you something. I have never had a stretch the way Trey Freeman has been scorching the nets. It's fun to watch. I mean, he's been a player that's been under the radar for so long, and I'm glad to finally see that he is starting to get the notoriety that he deserves.
Nothing short of spectacular. With the Monarchs, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap.
What Trey is doing is, as I said, it's pretty remarkable.
Head coach Jeff Jones says Freeman's starting to remind him of a certain former teammate, now his assistant, and still the all-time leading scorer of the University of Virginia.
Bryant Stiff certainly came to mind in terms of taking and making big shots. A former teammate of mine, Jeff Lamp, was the same kind of player. The difference is for both Bryant and Jeff, they had help.
For Trey's basket to come at such a timely, and they are all needed, the burden that has been placed on his shoulders have been unprecedented.
Certainly praise that Freeman doesn't take lightly.
It means a lot to me to be even compared in the same sentence as Coach Stiff. I look up to Coach Stiff a lot. When I first got here, on my visits, we would talk trash to each other. Oh, he's a monster. Oh, he can still play today.
Let me tell you something. I have never had a stretch the way Trey Freeman has been scorching the nets. It's fun to watch.
With the Monarchs, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap.
Tribe Fever. The atmosphere is tremendous.
Oh my gosh, so fun.
The buzz.
It's awesome. Great team.
Go Tribe! Yeah, go Tribe!
Is back in Williamsburg.
Everyone's here. It's so spirited. It's great to be.
This is what it should be every game.
A Tribe team chasing another conference title, a program once again knocking on the door of history, and a fan base taking notice.
Before I transferred, I played at Colorado State, played at Gonzaga, and they're known for the kennel. It's one of the best environments in college basketball. It pales in comparison to this place.
It's been great all year, quite honestly. Not necessarily 7,000 people, but even over Christmas when the students aren't here, we've had great crowds.
We've been getting a bigger crowd every single game now, and to have this Gold Rush game, hopefully everyone keeps coming out.
One of only 5 original programs to have never played in the NCAA tournament.
The support from the community and the school is awesome.
The Tribe faithful are doing everything they can to make it 4.
They're going to do something no William & Mary team has ever done. Watch, come March.
Going all the way.
In Williamsburg, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap.
I think it's a historic day for Hampton University.
I never expected a day like this, but that's how God is. He's just amazing. And we're playing lacrosse. What more can you ask for?
Let's go white.
A team of 13, clad in Hampton Pirate white and blue, Pioneers, the first ever historically black college or university to field a Division I lacrosse team.
I never expected things to be to this level, and we're here.
Spirited and seen by the nation as ESPN decided to mark the occasion with an airing of SportsCenter, anchored by Norfolk native Jay Harris.
Why are you guys so quiet? They realized the significance of the day. We talked about the weather before our broadcast. It was very cold, but it was no match for the history made today and as these Pirates take the field their first ever lacrosse match.
50-30 head.
Lloyd Carter is the Pirates head coach, thanks to a phone call made by Crawford's mother.
He had a vision before this even got here.
We working, White! And just last spring, Crawford's vision became a reality when the school announced lacrosse would become a Division I sport.
And I'm looking at these guys out here in their pretty uniforms, and it's a little windy, but other than that, it's a great day. This is real.
A sport played predominantly by white athletes, Hampton hopes to spread a message of diversity.
We hope to have a diverse group of players in the future, and we hope that young kids that want to play lacrosse will go to other universities and be able to be accepted as well.
Coach Carter played on the last HBCU lacrosse team at Morgan State in the late 80s.
We didn't realize we were making history until we got older, and then it hit us. And I think these guys may have a glimpse, but it won't hit them until they get older.
Certainly a great day to be a Pirate. In a gut-wrenching finish last season, Lake Taylor watched an 8-point lead evaporate over the final 4.5 minutes and watched Monacan celebrate a 4A state championship.
It was very emotional in the locker room.
We know that we had the game, and it just came down to a couple of plays down the stretch.
When I got into the locker room, I was just telling the guys about the word resiliency. We will bounce back.
And so they have. The Titans have reeled off 13 straight wins and are considered state title contenders again.
This year's team, a lot of energy, but we have 4 guys that can really display offensive skill set.
The 4 horsemen, as Coach Kenny calls them, have averaged close to 18 points a night, led by top scorers Joe Bryant and Darion Sebron, who has offers from Norfolk State, Hampton, and Kent State.
This year we've been coming out, playing at a fast pace, getting on teams early, and then second half we just blow the door open, end up winning by 20.
We play off momentum. If one person going, then all 3 of us play hard, focus. It's been very fun, but it's also a serious manner to where we come to regionals, so we got to focus more on practice.
The Titans have already clinched a spot in the region tournament.
We're not taking a break, we're not resting anybody, we're just trying to keep the momentum.
Pedal to the metal and eyes on the ultimate prize.
I just want to come out on top this time instead of not going into the locker room this time. Emotion, crying that we lost, but crying tears is enjoying it.
The Titans hope this redemption tour ends with a title. In Norfolk, I'm Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap. On Saturday, Art Link stepped up to his first head coaching job.
Get the chance to finally put a blueprint of your own on a program, so I can't be more excited.
But he certainly has big shoes to fill.
We had incredibly lofty standards. We expected that we were going to have somebody like Art Link at the end of this process.
Matt Kelchner, now an associate athletics director, spent 16 seasons building the captain's program from the ground up. He thinks CNU has found the right man.
First thing that grabs me is I think he's really a player's coach. High energy, enthusiastic.
I might meet them out on the hash mark if I don't get a flag.
He's worked in Division I at the highest level, Division II, and Division III, so he's got a variety of experiences throughout college football.
Link spent the last 3 years as defensive coordinator and linebackers coach at Lafayette College. And remember when Taylor Heineke set an NCAA record with 730 passing yards and 5 touchdowns? Well, Link was on the opposite sideline as New Hampshire's linebackers coach.
I have a tremendous amount of respect for the speed they have here in the Tidewater area.
Now he'll be expected to keep a winning tradition going.
This is a championship caliber program. You know, if we have a coach or a student athlete who goes out onto the field the first day of fall practice and they don't think they can win a championship, then we've done our job wrong.
You know, I can only hope that we continue that tradition. These guys know how to win. They understand that mentality, and the culture is here, so just excited about that.
All that's left is to get started. In Newport News, I'm Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap.
Love and Basketball was a popular movie from 2000 about two basketball players in love. Norfolk State has their own real-life version.
When I first saw her, I kind of realized and felt the feeling of her being the one for me.
Just the nature he has, the good heart he has, you know, I knew he was the one.
Men's senior Jonathan Wade and women's senior Kiara Phillips are engaged to one another after meeting at a basketball camp at Gulf State College in Florida and then transferring together to NSU. And the two have been inseparable ever since.
It's a lot of ups and downs throughout college, and she's been there through all the ups and downs.
I get really nervous before games, and just knowing he's there and I'm able to look at him during the game and he's encouraging me to keep going.
And both coaches agree the relationship is great for the Spartan community.
Well, I think the biggest thing about their relationship is that they support each other 100% in everything they do. Academics, on the court, he watches our practices. I know she definitely watches the men's basketball practices.
It helps both of their individual games because you know you have someone directly supporting you, but I think it also brings the teams together a little closer, and now we pull for each other a little bit more.
The big date is set for August of next year, and the soon-to-be Mr. and Mrs. Wade are already planning for their future.
Later on down the road, have a couple babies, you know what I'm saying? Little baby Jayla.
In Norfolk, I'm Jesse Varner for the Sports Wrap.
The green and gold is right back in the race.
It feels good, you know, to win 4 straight, 5 out of the last 6.
Finally getting the confidence, gaining confidence, you know, that we can get this thing done.
After starting its season a school record worst 1-12.
Our energy, our effort has picked up a lot.
Norfolk State has strung together 4 straight wins, starting with this buzzer-beating win over then first place Bethune-Cookman.
You know, it feels good, but we know that we have a bigger goal, and we've never deterred from that goal.
Never deterred despite their 2 best weapons on the bench. Jordan Butler was the MEAC's leading shot blocker last year, while Zanai Robinson was a preseason all-conference point guard. Both are out for the season with injury.
A lot of these other guys were predicted to be role players, and now they're starters, and you know, it was a whole different dynamic that it took a while to try to fuse together.
Stephen Whitley is a transfer guard from Robert Morris, but is also homegrown from Booker T. Washington in Norfolk.
I'm pretty confident right now, and my confidence continues to build.
Stepping in for the injured Robinson, Whitley leads the team in scoring and assists per game.
He's playing at a pretty good level right now for a guy that's really not a point guard. Now I have to look at him, you know, on my depth chart as a point guard for next year.
This year, the goal is still to win a MEAC championship.
Even though we are winning, even though we're on a good win streak and we have a good head of steam right now, that we still have a lot of work to do.
And with the Spartans now 3rd in the league standings.
4 games win streak is nice, but there's still more.
That goal is still within reach. In Norfolk, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap. The big story from last night. If you root for Virginia Tech, it's a terrific Sunday morning. If you root for the University of Virginia, it's about as bitter as it gets. The unranked Hokies strut into Charlottesville and beat the second-ranked Cavaliers 61-60 in overtime. The winning play, an offensive putback and one by Kerry Blackshear with just 5 seconds left to play. Why this stings so much for UVA? Tech snaps the Wahoo's 15-game win streak. They beat UVA on its home floor for the first time in 7 years and likely ends any hopes that the Cavaliers will be named the nation's new #1 come Monday. Old Dominion made it 3 straight wins last night and is hanging around for the Conference USA regular season title. Monarchs on the road take down Louisiana Tech 82-69. 18 points for BJ Stith. Old Dominion 10-2 in Conference USA, tied for 2nd place, back home for its next 2 games against San Antonio and Texas El Paso. And finally, the Battle of the Bay, round 1 went to Hampton University, and it wasn't close. Nobody had an answer for Hampton's Jermaine Marrow from Newport News, the Heritage High School graduate with a game-high 27 points. The Pirates snapped the Spartans' 4-game win streak. We're going to have much more tonight on the Sports Wrap at 6 o'clock right here on WAVY and at 10:45 on Fox 43. I'm Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap.
Come on, let's move, let's move.
For the first time in 42 years,
All the way out, move the ball.
Maury High School has a new boys basketball coach.
It was a great thing, you know, to take over for a Hall of Fame coach in my eyes. Get up, talk.
An assistant at Booker T. Washington last year,
Who wanted more? Who wanted more?
Brandon Plummer was the man Jack Baker chose to take over the reins.
It was a shock, you know, being that I come from a rival school, that they took me in, but, you know, I think he understood and he knew, you know, the right decision was, you know, to come after me. Let's get it going on that end.
He's lived up to the expectation, guiding the Commodores to an 18-3 overall record, right in the thick of a championship chase.
I try to get those guys to understand that you guys can get it done this year. You know, we can do something in history that has never been done.
Not surprising, considering Plummer helped Booker T win a state championship 12 years ago.
He puts things in our brain that we are able to win a championship.
One of the Commodores' key players is Chase Coleman.
We can be the best team in the state.
You may know that last name. His brother was one of the top players in the country at Oak Hill Academy and is now a freshman at the University of Texas.
I feel like I'm creating a name for myself and that I carry my own weight. So like when people say, oh, you're Matt's brother, I don't take it to offense, but I feel like I've made a name for myself that you should know it.
We go, you got 50.
And with Maury chasing a state title,
it would be such a great thing, not just for this school, you know, but for the city as well.
Yeah. Plummer's quickly making a name for himself as well.
It's about to work.
In Norfolk, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap. 7 hours before tip-off, the scene looked more like an actual game.
I wish I could bottle it and take it everywhere we go.
For the fourth straight year, College Game Day broadcast from the floor of the John Paul Jones Arena in front of an electric crowd.
It's not that the other crowds aren't good, but there's just a genuine enthusiasm and excitement for showcasing their school and their team. And I'm glad that they choose our show to come and put that on display.
And for the fourth straight time, a UVA student drew the loudest cheers.
I actually didn't see it go down. I saw Jay just going crazy, and I was like, oh, okay.
Second-year Gabriel Simmons, a graduate of York High School in Yorktown, on national television, knocked down a half-court heave worth $19,000.
Honestly, I didn't think that shot was going in. It fell off, and then just went in.
That sink from Simmons made UVA students a perfect 4 for 4 on game day half-court attempts.
Kentucky, we've been there like 8 times, no winners. Don't think we've ever had a winner at Kansas. We've been there 7 or 8 times. And for it to be 4 for 4 here is absurd.
It's amazing. Like, it's funny because I was telling everyone, like, I was going to game day, and, like, yeah, whoever's going to shoot that half-court shot's going to have so much pressure on them. Like, 3 for 3, I mean, that's hard to live up to. And I was like, oh, no.
You know, I think old Gabe was a little nervous that he was going to break the streak, and he got it lined up and knocked it down.
We'll see what kind of magic UVA has against Duke, and we'll have the game recap at 10:45 on the Fox 43 Sports Wrap. In Charlottesville, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap. With Ed Joyner at the helm, Hampton University celebrated back-to-back MEAC tournament titles 3 years ago, 2 straight trips to the Big Dance, and last year made it all the way to the MEAC tournament final.
Make him work, team!
These days, it's a new conference, but the same championship standard.
If it has changed, ain't nobody told me or told us.
The Pirates played 22 years in the MEAC and are now taking a few lumps as the new kids on the block in the Big South Conference.
It's a lot more physical than what we've been accustomed to in the MEAC where we were before, where it was an athletic up and down type of pace. Last year, we may be in a game where it's 40 free throws, where we've been in some games this year, it's tough to get to 10.
New conference means new teams and new players to learn.
Last year, we'll play a team in the MEAC, and we'll kind of know who their best player was from last year. We're in a conference where we didn't know any of these guys.
But the Big South is quickly getting to know this guy.
Jermaine is the head of the snake.
Jermaine Marrow is now a junior guard out of Heritage High School in Newport News. He's the 6th best scorer in the nation, averaging just over 24 points a game.
Every night, I'm not worried about Jermaine's effort, about Jermaine being nervous, about Jermaine is going to come be Jermaine every night, and I admire that about him.
I stay in the gym 24/7, so It just, the work that I put in is showing. My coach lets me be the player that I want to be.
It's been a bumpy road in the Big South. The Pirates are 5-5, riding a 3-game losing streak. But with the second-best scoring offense in the conference, don't count the Pirates out come tournament time.
We're in this to try to win a championship, and we're in this to compete for a championship. And if that changes, then somebody let me know soon. 6
games to go before the Pirates get another chance to dance. In Hampton, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap. When LeBron James makes it a point to have a front row seat, you know you're looking at something special.
There's probably 2 people in the gym that could make those plays, and they were both there. There's 2 people in the world maybe that can make those plays, and they were both in our gym.
Zion Williamson's insane block showed why he'll likely be the first overall pick in the upcoming NBA draft.
He can close and get up, and special talent. That's a gift, and he's utilizing it.
And this guy wearing number 5 may also be drafted in the top 5.
RJ's played outstanding, but he's been disappointed. He wants to be great.
Duke is one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the ACC, not RJ Barrett. Barrett is the best three-point shooter in the conference and put that on full display Saturday, connecting on all 5 of his first three-point attempts. He finished with a game-high 26 points, and the Blue Devils finished the night going 13 of 21 from beyond the arc.
When you hit 13 threes, you're going to be hard to beat.
And Kyle Guy might have said it all. If the Blue Devils shoot the way they did in Charlottesville, it's hard to see Coach K falling short of a 6th national championship.
Really good players sometimes, not sometimes, they make coaches look pretty good and pretty smart. They do something that a lot of kids don't do. They listen. They really eat you up with their eyes, and they do.
Another test ahead for Duke at 16th ranked Louisville tomorrow night. In Charlottesville, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap.
A day in the life of Mark Williams when you're getting calls left and right. Describe to me what that's like.
I think I'm enjoying it more than stressing over it, I'd say.
It probably is a little fun having just about every major Division I basketball program knocking on your door.
The attention is it's nice to have at this point.
Who are some of the biggest coaches that have reached out to you?
I did go to visit Duke last season. I talked to Coach K a little bit there. Played pickup at North Carolina. Talked to Roy Williams. Rasheed Wallace was there at that time. Tony Bennett.
He's 7 feet tall with a 7'2" wingspan. So just from the physical standpoint, he's a special player.
Last summer, Williams got an invite to what's called the NBA Top 100 camp in Charlottesville.
It was led by a whole bunch of NBA players that came to talk or coach. Rondo coached one of the teams there.
Last week, he reached 1,000 career points, and he's not even through his junior season yet.
I think he's going to keep going. He's already got over 600 rebounds, so he could be a 1,500,000 guy when all is said and done.
I mean, he makes it easy for us. A lot of the time we can just throw it up, give it to him, he does the rest.
And something college coaches love to hear, he's as coachable as he is talented. Voted a captain by his teammates.
Vocal in practice, vocal on court, brings everybody up, makes everyone better on the team.
Yeah, he gets everyone motivated to play the game, really energetic.
You still got a whole year left to play.
Yeah.
But are you any closer? Are there any schools that are starting to feel a little bit more like this is where I'm leaning towards?
Definitely a school that's carries great academics and athletics, somewhere where I know I can develop. Sooner rather than later, I'm going to start to cut the list down a little bit.
For now, every school is on the table, and his decision still up in the air. In Virginia Beach, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap.